Yeah, no, I spent a brief time in the mid-90s as a killer whale. I did have a young boy companion, though.
I hate you.
The time is right, we're feeling tight. Let's have a drink or two. Down, down. The cans are cracked, the boys are back. We're gonna talk shit at you. Down, 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 down. Small town drunks. Small town drunks.
Hello, welcome to Small Town Drunks.
Hi there.
I'm Mike.
I'm Nath.
We are the Small Town Drunks. This is a podcast where two best friends do shots, get really drunk whilst talking about movies, video games, TV shows.
Yep.
Gotta get down. Sorry, I watched Pitch Perfect the other day.
fair.
Yeah, cool, man.
It's not cool.
Brush over that. But I didn't say it. I'll edit
It's
that out.
Halloween.
Yeah, it is Halloween. What are you drinking, man? What are we drinking?
We just drank Oak Heart, a shot of Oak Heart spiced rum.
I thought I'd treat you.
It's very nice.
It's very nice,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's one of the best first shots I think I've ever experienced on this.
Yeah.
And we've got classic Budweisers because...
Whoa, I haven't even opened mine.
Ooh, you hear that, Soul Reed? That's the sound of a real man opening a beer.
Hey, come on now. Let's save that till we're really drunk.
Yeah, because then I'll be meaner.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. What you been watching?
What have I been watching?
I don't know. I just asked you that.
This is me going over my brain,
All
my
right,
brain
do you want me to
library.
go?
No.
No?
Maniac.
Maniac. Oh, yeah, the Netflix show.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen it. I've seen trailers.
I'm going to rant about it.
Yeah?
It's brilliant. It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
It's incredible.
It's a positive rant.
It's a positive
We
rant.
don't rant. A ranty rant.
We're British.
British.
Always remember
Hey,
that.
love. Come over here. Watch Maniac, yeah?
What's Maniac?
Oh, yeah.
It's got yanks in it.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't
This
know.
fucking sucks.
I'm so excited.
This is the scariest Halloween yet.
I haven't seen you in weeks, mate. I'm pumped.
Also, I did the maths. This drops like a week and a half before Halloween.
Does it?
Yeah.
Shit.
So.
I did the maths and thought it dropped exactly on Halloween.
No, not in the slightest. No.
Fantastic.
Back to Maniac.
Yes.
So the new Bond director who they announced, Carrie. Please don't make me say the rest. I can't remember
Yeah,
it.
new Bond director. I'm with you.
Yeah. The guy who did True Detective season 1, I believe.
Which is possibly one of the greatest TV shows ever made.
I think
right?
it's my second
So
favorite.
a fucking good director is what we're saying. Yeah.
It's he directs like every episode.
Oh, does he?
created
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
He created it.
I believe he created it. Yeah.
Oh, wicked. So he's director and like showrunner, creator and stuff. That's really
seems
cool.
to be his baby. Yeah. You got Jonah Hill, Emma Stone. Is it Emma Stone?
Yeah, Emma Stone. Yeah.
Justin Theroux.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's all about the mind. It's all about, mental illness.
Yeah.
Like a big onus on mental illness. And like technology. It's set in some kind of weird alternate reality.
Have you finished it? Sorry.
Yeah, I
blitzed it, yeah?
I blitzed the whole thing in a weekend. Well, actually, no. Tell a lie.
Tell a lie. You lied to me?
Last time we recorded for your birthday, which was crazy late.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend started watching it hungover.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. First episode, actually, to name a flaw, drags a little bit.
Yeah,
It takes a
okay.
little while to get into it.
Right,
It's kind of slow because it's establishing these damaged characters.
Yep.
I'd say the first step and a half.
Yeah.
But power through if you're finding it slow, because then it starts to get all weird and shit inside people's brains and stuff.
Yeah, and it takes off a bit.
Yeah, and it just it's really heartfelt story, goes from there.
Cool, man. I'll check it out. I was when I saw the trailer, I was a little skeptical. I was a little on the fence of like whether it actually looked any good or not to me.
Oh, it's incredible. Like Jonah Hill does this thing where he plays someone with a mental illness, and like his real self, it almost uses that anti-acting.
Right. Like the Jesse Eisenberg stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Jesse Eisenberg's kind of shit. He just plays a really shut down kind of character.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to. I mean, he is acting his tits off, but it doesn't look like it's taking much. But then when they go into their brains, because it's all about connecting them and their brains.
Yeah.
And there's all these different scenarios. He's playing all these different characters. He plays like a redneck. He plays like a detective from the 1940s.
Yeah, so they would play loads of different types of character, don't they?
He
within
plays
one
like
show.
a Swedish diplomat.
Yeah.
And him and Emma Stone keep jumping around in these characters, and they just nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Emma Stone any good? Because I'm not a huge fan. I think she's gorgeous, but that's just me objectifying women. But
that's the true horror
yeah.
of this Halloween.
I don't think she's. I haven't been blown away by her in anything I've seen her in yet. Is she really
super bad?
Well, yeah, obviously super bad, but like this is like proper
shut
acting.
you down, motherfucker.
Yeah, I love Superbad.
No, I liked her around like Superbad, and then I found I don't know, she was in everything, and I was the same. I didn't really like her, but I think she's really good. Like her character's kind of annoying in this,
right?
But because it's a very like abrasive, shut off person with a lot of like past trauma and stuff, so
right, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. My empathy does not,
Did you start a timer?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're getting so good at this.
I know.
I'm gonna, the one time I don't ask you will be the one time you haven't started.
Yeah.
There, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We're 35 minutes in.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So what have you been watching?
I blitzed Bodyguard.
The BBC.
Yeah. You seen it?
Mm-mm.
No? Real good, man. Real fucking good.
Yeah?
Like, it's, for British, so like, generally British TV isn't on the same standard as like American stuff.
Especially now with the small screen sort of dominating.
Yeah, with things like Netflix and Amazon Prime putting huge money into...
And HBO's been around.
Yeah, exactly, right. But this, it's not like super huge budget, but it's just really good. The performances are awesome. The writing, it's really well written, man.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a bit of a like Bourne Identity film set in England, which as an English person is like more enjoyable, I think.
Yeah.
Just little bits like armed police get called out, but like they're dressed like English police and they're driving English police cars. It helps you get a bit more into it as a British person.
Well, that's because we're so used to
seeing
all of them American thrillers
seeing SWAT
and
teams and stuff.
Yeah, and everyone just having access to guns all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. And the main guy in it, I can't remember his name, but he's Rob Stark from...
Yes, I did know that.
He's fucking incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah, so there's a couple of kind of like tense, like, will they, won't they blow them up, will they, won't they shoot them kind of thing, and he's fucking awesome in that.
That's surprising.
He's really good, man. He really carries that.
Because Game of Thrones, I didn't think he was like incredible in Game of Thrones.
I don't think he had
Spoiler
much
alert, Rob dies. The Rob dies.
Dog dies.
Yeah, you get it? Hey, I did it.
What dog dies? Because the dog also dies.
No, but his name is Rob.
But he has a
And
dog.
it sounds like dog.
And he has a dog though.
Yeah, well, it's a wolf.
Rob. No, it's a
dire
dog.
wolf.
It's a dog.
This is a dire podcast.
It's a big doggo. No, he's really good. I don't think he has much in Game of Thrones to do. Rob's not a big character. He doesn't have big scenes, I don't think.
He's also meant to be a 13-year-old boy or something. They all are in these fantasy books. It's very pedophilic.
Yeah, Bodyguard's really, really good. Have you been playing anything?
Yeah. Well, since it's Halloween, I've been playing a bunch of spooky games. So, did Dead by Daylight last episode.
Are you going to say Friday the 13th?
No!
Oh. Okay.
No. Have you been playing Friday the 13th?
I've been playing Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay.
It happened to be Game of the Month. I think because it's October.
Yeah,
it's like, like on PlayStation, you get a free game every month. One of the games is
It's not free because you have to pay for the service.
No,
so
yeah, but...
It's not free.
All right.
No, it just annoys me because it's not free.
Yeah, but Xbox don't do that.
No, that's true.
Neither do PC.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, you pay £6 a month and you get 2 free games a month.
All right.
Are you joking me? You trying to tell me that's a bad deal?
No, but it's not free.
All right. So Friday the 13th was the free game this month. Yeah, and I thought, I'll give it a little play. It's October. It's Halloween. It's I really like it. So it's very similar to Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, yeah.
Because we talked about that a lot last week.
Yeah.
So I won't talk too much about it. It's very similar, but set in the Friday the 13th world, where the killer, instead of being like a random kind of serial killer monster, is Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. You don't have to say his last name. His first name is very iconic.
Jason.
Jason.
But,
Just X.
It's really cool. And like, so you can't really kill him. You basically have to run around and collect fuel for a car and find the keys, or like find batteries for a radio to like call in help, and then the police will come and stuff. You generally have to run away from it. You can fight Jason a little more in this than you can in Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
And one thing I think is really nice is the first person who Jason kills comes back as Tommy, who is a character who fought Jason in the movie.
Right.
And you have a shotgun.
Okay.
And
because I thought it was a cop. He comes back as a cop.
No, it's a character from the movie. His name is called Tommy.
Yeah.
I think you've made me question myself now.
Okay.
But basically, he comes back with a shotgun, and you still can't kill Jason like that, but you can stun him with the shotgun. So that's a lot of fun. You can play as different versions of Jason from the different movies, and they have different abilities.
Okay.
Which is pretty interesting. It's quite fun. Yeah, it's definitely a game you want to play with like a group of 4 friends.
Is there a big player base for it right now? I guess because it's Game of the Month there is, isn't there?
Yeah, because it's Game of the Month, people are playing it.
Because I have a little bit of news about that game.
Yeah,
a little bit of unfortunate news. So this game released about it's shot time a minute ago. Sorry.
Shot time.
All right, this ain't gonna stop me. This game released like a year ago.
Yeah.
And in that time, they laid out all these content plans because me and my gamer buddies,
nerds,
my PC nerds,
your fellow nerds,
my posse, I'll kill you. It's Halloween. I'll do it.
IRL?
No. In game, motherfucker.
Oh, you were on.
Fight me 1v1.
What was your point?
I don't know. We looked into it because we like Dead by Daylight because that's who I play with. And they laid out this massive content plan for like a year and a half of support of DLC and like patches and content. But what happened, as soon as they started making the new upcoming Halloween film, basically one of the original, I think it was original writers, there was a big dispute going on, wasn't there, about the new film they're making and like royalties for one of the old writers, old character writers. And in doing like, because that dispute got dredged up and stuff, basically the company that made Friday the 13th game basically got told like, yeah, you can't, like, your game can exist,
but you can't make any more.
You can't make any more like licensed stuff.
Copyright licensing issues.
Well, because this guy, like, he kicked up a fuss about the new movie and not getting, I think.
But that's Halloween, not Friday the 13th.
Shit. Oh, shit. Halloween. Yeah. No. Maybe I'm confused.
Maybe you're confused.
Maybe I'm confused. Oh, maybe they were making. No, it wasn't. It wasn't to do with the new Halloween film. I think it was just a guy. But basically, there's no more content coming for it.
Okay.
So I fluffed that story epically.
Super bad.
Yeah.
But cool.
I'm super good at horror films.
Yeah, so what you're saying is there's no more content coming for it. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I would say I'm super glad. Super. I'm really glad that it's free game of the month. I've had a lot of plum playing it.
Wow.
Fuck, I'm 2 shots in. This is gonna go.
How big's your tongue now? Huh? Who's the fat tongue motherfucker now?
But I would never have spent 30, 40 quid on it.
I don't think it came out of that though.
Did it not?
I think it was like 25.
Cool. Yeah. All right, that's better. Yeah, I wouldn't rush out and buy it, but if you've got a PlayStation, I'd definitely download it and have a little play. It's a lot of fun. You been playing anything?
Yeah, so we bought a horror game on Steam the other day. It was on sale. Don't know if it still is. Probably not. For about £3.50, called White Noise 2. Obviously a sequel to the first White Noise. Never played that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's it's one of these Monster v Survivor games.
Right, yeah.
And the survivors get flashlights, and you have to find like 7 tapes on a map whilst the monster hunts you down, and the monster has like special abilities.
Yeah.
You can't hurt the monster again. Light stuns him and makes him disappear if you hold your flashlights on him long enough. He teleports somewhere else on the map.
Right, okay.
And basically these maps are just huge 3D labyrinths.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to find...
Are they procedurally generated? Or
No, they're like
maps
set maps,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if the clues jump around where you have to find them. But yeah, basically the monster can catch you up to 3 times, and on the 3rd time you're caught, unless you play a character with like a special ability, you turn into a ghost. So a survivor then becomes a ghost. And they can't do anything. They can't see where the monster is in the ghost world.
Right.
But they can like make noises and like show people, like other survivors, living survivors can see them, so they can lead them to these clues.
Oh, so you can find the clues as a ghost.
Yeah,
but you can't see the monster.
You can't see the monster.
Oh, that's a cool touch. Yeah.
And like the best thing about it is, unless you have your flashlight on, it's kind of pitch darkness.
Real hard to see.
So,
I like it when games do that.
Yeah.
Make it like properly dark. Yeah. It's really tough in a horror game, especially. Yeah.
But it always says to you, like the little hint thing says, like, if you don't want to be as seen, turn your flashlight off and stuff. So it kind of...
does the monster not have like night vision and then...
Not very well, like some
And they
of them.
see a little bit better than you, but if you turn your flashlight off, you can hide in darkness.
I think so, yeah. Or at least not be seen all the way across the map or something like that. But yeah, it encourages kind of teamwork for one of you to have maybe the flashlight on as you're moving as a group. The big thing is like, don't get split up, because when you get split up, you get lost very easy, because like I said, you're in kind of a literal maze. The mazes are all themed, like mental asylums.
A literal maze.
A literal maze of emotion.
Oh, cool.
What I feel for you. Where is it going?
Where are we going
Will they,
next?
won't they?
Yeah.
This is all people are tuning in for.
The final,
But that's what I've been playing.
Cool. So what was it called? White Noise 2?
White Noise 2.
How many players does it have? How many?
Oh, it's like 4 survivors and a killer.
Okay, cool.
But a good thing is, if you can play it solo. You can play it as 2. Like the AI will jump in.
Oh, so they can fill up your parties.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you've been playing that with 4 AIs, right? You have no friends.
Yeah, I get that. It's just mean.
Yeah.
But that's the true spirit of Halloween right there.
Being
just
mean to people.
Being mean to others.
Throwing eggs at the little kids. Please don't do that. I don't advocate that. Really,
we never did that because we
were the kids getting the eggs thrown at us.
No, we weren't.
We were the little kids.
Don't perpetuate this lie. We're in England. We don't even get trick-or-treaters anymore.
No, we barely do we?
It's because everyone has social fucking anxiety and the door goes and you just hide. And as a trick-or-treater, you don't go out because you don't want to knock on random people's doors.
Yeah. Also, because the media tells us 9 out of 10 of them will just murder you.
And they're poisoning all the sweets and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
So if you're going trick-or-treating this Halloween...
have a fun time.
Have a great time.
One other thing, I started watching Iron Fist Season 2. Super meh.
I heard it's better than the first one.
I think I'm going to watch it. Yeah, it's definitely better. Mm-hmm. Definitely better. I watched 2 episodes. Definitely.
They changed out the showrunner, didn't they?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't know it was like...
I was the same for like Luke Cage as well. Cage. I think Luke Cage dropped before Iron Fist.
Yeah, they just appeared kind of thing.
But I did get a hot tip from a friend that Luke Cage Season 2 is actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Better than the first one.
I would say Iron Fist 2, it seems better, but it just doesn't have... I don't know, something about like Daredevil and Jessica Jones. They had like something unique about them.
JJ Season 2 didn't though.
Oh no, JJ Season 2 didn't at all. Yeah, it really sucked.
I personally, I feel like when Defenders came out and it was a bit of a flop, that kind of like killed it for me.
Yeah.
Like I was so excited for every season of like, Daredevil 1, 2, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Then Defenders happened. I didn't like the Hand as the enemy in that.
Yeah, it was nowhere near as good as it should have been, kind of thing.
It took a long time for them to really like team up and stuff.
I mean, compare the Defenders to like Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, it just blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Well, it was always gonna, but I mean, you can do superheroes that come together and make it a good film. It just doesn't. Anyway, I don't want to read.
This is not a Defenders episode. It's Halloween.
Halloween.
Cool. Do you want me to do Have You Seen?
That's why I'm looking at you.
All right.
Pleadingly. This isn't because I want you to kiss me.
I thought you were the move on guy. Like, moving on, we're going to do...
I was trying to do, like, without doing a moving on. I was trying to be more subtle.
Why? Everyone loves moving on.
All right.
That's how we tell them it's time to move on.
All right, Nath, moving on.
Right, moving on.
Because I can't do moving on because you're... Moving on, now you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen, in the spirit of Halloween, Kill List?
No.
No, I didn't think you would have. Good. I was hoping you wouldn't have.
I might have lied. Tell me about it and I'll tell you if I've seen it.
It's a 2011 horror film by Ben Wheatley. You know who Ben Wheatley is, right?
We talk about keeping British films British, keeping Ben Wheatley making films.
Moving on. Let's do a shot.
Is that what?
Yeah. I need a shot to tell you about the horrors of this horror film coming up, Halloween.
Horror Kill List, Ben Wheatley.
Oh yeah, this Kill List by Ben Wheatley. You know Ben Wheatley, right? Do you know who Ben Wheatley is?
We've mentioned him once or twice.
Yeah? It's not your birthday anymore, boy. I'm
sorry.
just going to be angry at you.
I'll rein it in. All
right. I think this was kind of his directorial debut.
Because we talked about...
Here we go. He's got to lean on everyone. He's put an elbow down on the desk.
I've got to lean on the table.
And he did a finger point at me.
So we did... So we've talked about Ben Wheatley... High Rise
and Free Fire.
And Free Fire, as you did as a Have You Seen, right? So you did another Ben Wheatley as Have You Seen. Nice.
Did I do High Rise?
No, you did. No, we just talked about High Rise. Yeah. You did Free Fire.
No, I didn't. I just think it was what you've been watching.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not pertinent to any of this. And this is the true horror of Halloween, confusion.
Will you stop saying that?
No.
No, he will not.
So, yeah, it's a 2011 film. It's kind of before Ben Wheatley...
you said that weird.
Yeah, Ben Wheatley. I put the right in the middle there. Before he got big with, I think High Rise was kind of his breakout.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a film for film. And yeah, he also wrote it with Amy Jump.
Don't know who that is.
She wrote a bunch of the others as well, like High Rise and
cool.
Field in England, I think, which is another of his.
Right, wicked.
Yeah, it's a... like a folk horror film. And
Right.
you know what I mean when I say folk horror?
Not a clue.
Think of The Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man.
Yeah.
That kind of creepy, secluded.
Not a straight up like monster chasing people.
No.
Like
it's like, you know, it's
somewhere between like a thriller and a horror.
Yes.
Where it's just really tense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And creepy as well.
Is it creepy?
Something I quite like.
Is it creepy?
It's a bit creepy.
Cool.
Yeah. Something I quite like about it. Sorry, I'm just thinking about a joke I made earlier.
Shut up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's British horror, so you get that kind of countryside vibe from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about two hitmen who, they're ex-soldiers, they retire, they become hitmen, and one of them lives in the country.
In the country.
In the country. Creepy things happen in the country.
So they live in a house, a very big house in the country?
No.
Oh.
No, you're not telling it right. Let me tell it.
I'm talking about Blur.
Yeah, no, that was the joke. It's not funny when I have to say that.
I know.
And
We're not funny.
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
true horror of Halloween.
Will you shut the fuck up?
It's not funny.
So they retire to the country.
Not both of them together.
Oh, okay.
No, just one of them and his wife, but he's got a hitman friend.
Right.
Kind of like if me and you were hitman, we don't live together.
Right.
We wouldn't live together solving hits together.
We might.
Scooby-Doo, that's the scary one. We should talk about that later on our Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, how many times have I said so basically? Trying to fucking write this train wreck.
Move along. Nath, now you go.
It focuses on one in particular. He's struggling with money. He hasn't taken any work. His wife is actually encouraging him to pick up work as the hitman. And yeah, they get a client that comes along, shady guy, who gives him a kill list.
Ooh.
Name of the film.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
When they say the name of the film.
Yeah. And basically he does like a creepy blood pact over it.
Ooh.
And him and his hitman mate go out.
His hitman mate. I love it.
His hitman mate.
You're being so British right now. Him and his hitman mate.
His hitman mate.
Yeah.
It was Dave. Oh yeah, hitman. Yeah, I know Dave.
Oh yeah, I'm mates with him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My hitman mate. They do the list, but like there's like 3 people, and on the second, his mate steals a bunch of money from a safe, and he's like, "Look, this is the amount we're gonna get paid, so let's fuck the list off."
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
And then with the blood pack, his wound gets all infected.
Did he blood pact with the guy the
gave
creepy
him the
guy who
list.
gave him the
Yeah,
contract?
yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
He gets all infected, and creepy shit starts to go on. I don't really want to go into too much detail.
No, okay.
But it kind of starts off kind of thrillerish, a bit gritty British, gangstery.
Gritty British?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I'm really interrupting today, aren't I?
Yes, disruptive. Have you taken your Ritalin?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, a bird.
And basically it stars... The main character is played by Neil Mask, I think. No, Maskell. My
Neil
author.
Maskell. I know Neil Maskell.
Yeah. You worked with him, didn't you?
I have a few times. Yeah.
I was going to say, his biggest thing, I think, was The Bill when I looked it up. He was in The Bill from like 92 to 2011.
I think
or
Utopia is something people will know.
No, yeah, he's one of the bad guys in Utopia.
Yeah, he's like the hitman in Utopia, which I think is... That's where I know him most prevalently from. He's been in quite a lot of British sort of low-budget independent films and stuff.
Yeah. His wife is played by Emma Freya. I'm hoping my autocorrect didn't fuck this for me, but she plays Janine in Phone Shop, which is one of my underrated favorite UK TV.
Phone Shop's funny, man.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I was saying this to a friend the other day.
Underrated for sure.
When it came out, even I didn't like the adverts they put on for it. They made it look like it was going to be kind of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how else I was going to word that. It made it look shit. And then a friend put me onto it, and he was like, no, it's dry as fuck. Like, the lead character's the straight man. Anyway, that's Phone Shop. Anyway, she plays Janine in that.
Yep.
His wife. And his hitman friend is played by Michael Smiley.
Yep.
You know Michael Smiley?
No.
So he's the Irish dude in Kill List, not Cillian Murphy.
He's the Irish dude in Kill List.
Oh, fuck. I've had a beer, all right? I've had a beer. In Free Fire.
Right, yes.
He's also Tyres in Spaced.
Yes.
And he plays the tech guy in Luther.
He's also in Rogue One.
Oh, shit.
He's Dr. Evazan.
Look at you, just like IMDb.
Yeah, I'm DBing him right now. He's Luther. You said Luther just now, right? Yeah, Luther's where I know him from. He's the guy who kind of helps Luther out, isn't he, in the office?
What's he got? He's called Benny.
Yeah.
And me and my girlfriend would always made a joke because Luther would be like, "Yeah, we need to get this on the database." Benny, he'd ring Benny, be like, "Benny, put this on the database."
Yeah, for sure.
And
mate,
then he'd be like, "Right, boss." Yeah, that was Scottish.
Yeah. Near enough, man. You pretty much
near enough. And I nailed that actually.
So, what do you?
Why do you... of Halloween?
Shut the fuck up.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Oh, this is happening.
Anyway, the first time I watched it,
why'd you like it?
I found it incredibly creepy.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
In a Wicker Man-esque way.
Like I said, it plays on that 70s folk horror of the Wicker Man. It's a man who kind of isn't in a community and is surrounded by a community that everything is off.
Yeah.
You know, there is kind of this feeling of suffocation and there is no escape to the outside world, or at least his world, because it's all kind of weird.
I was just thinking, as a slightly more modern parody of that is Hot Fuzz. Right?
Yes.
So like Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. It plays on kind of that Wicker Man.
It's a comedy. Yeah. When you watch Hot Fuzz, the way he's a new guy in town, and there's no immediate danger, but something's just off about everyone. Everyone's a little bit strange to him.
I guess in an American sense, it's like Deliverance, isn't it? When you know those guys, they drive out to like a backwater town, and it's just like, you know, they're city slickers. And that is kind of the same happens here. We're a tiny island, but like you get far enough into the country,
it is a bit different out there. Yeah,
it is. Like everything's a lot closer, you know. And that's why I like Kill List.
What's your favorite bit?
Probably the end, but I can't say because it's a bit of a little bit of a twist end.
So it's why are you recommending it to me? Why do you want?
Because it's Halloween, motherfucker.
But like, what's good about it? Because it's like creepy and it's kind of
I think it's well directed as well.
Yeah.
Like it didn't get amazing scores. I believe it's like a 6 point something on IMDb.
Yeah.
But I personally, like I said before, I'm just going to keep repeating it. It's the creep aspect. And that's what I kind of like from my horror films. I don't like jump scares. I find them cheap. But when you can distill something in me that's going to make me walk away afterwards and feel like, that was creepy. That's kind of staying with me. That's something I can visualize in every day.
When credits roll and you realize you've just kind of been slightly edge of your seat for the whole movie, but you're not quite sure why. And you never got the release almost. That's sort of done it for me. Because
I think a lot of the times with jump scare films, there's, you know, the adrenaline of the release. You jump and then you go,
and then you don't get,
and you come down again.
You laugh at yourself for jumping or whatever. Like,
some of the best horror films, I'd say, are the ones that just build and build and build and build and never go anywhere. And just keep you fucking there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like people always say, the horror films are, once you see the monster, it becomes less scary.
Yes, of course. That's the unknown.
That's a pretty good example. When you're just hearing noises, and I've actually got a movie that I want to talk about that is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap Kill List up?
It's great.
Cool. So, with it being Halloween, we thought we'd do like scary movies, horror movies that we like, that we think are good to
Shut!
Fuck you, man.
In the true spirit of Halloween,
I thought you shouted
getting drunk.
I thought you shouted shark. I was like, where?
That's great.
So yeah,
it's happening. You're getting easier. I'm getting worse.
Hey. This is the true happening. So yeah, we thought we'd talk about some horror movies.
Oh no, the trees! That's the happening, right?
Yeah, where the plants are killing people. Yeah,
it's the trees.
But upon deciding on this subject, we then immediately realised neither of us watch horror movies.
Yeah, I'm not a huge horror fan.
I'm not a huge horror fan at all.
Are you, like, cinematically not a huge horror fan? Like, you think they're cheap films, or... Because horror is cheap. I've been told by, like, when I was studying film, all my kind of academic... mentors in university were like, horror is a cheap genre, you know.
I can
it basically brings out an emotion in you, an impulse, but it doesn't have to do much else.
It's kind of, from a filmmaking perspective, it's easier to bring out the emotions from a horror film than it is for, say, a serious drama.
Well, like, how much fucking time do you have to invest in character development if they're gonna get murdered anyway? Like.
So partly I don't think they're well, but I have a film that I want to talk about that I think is an example where that's different. It is well made, but also I don't enjoy being scared. You know, like some people
I hate it.
Some people enjoy, and like the jump scares and stuff. I don't really enjoy them. I'm just not someone who gets, you know, like a lot of people love sort of being on the edge of their seat and then screaming at the TV when the monster jumps out. Like, for me, I don't get much enjoyment from that.
Yeah, you don't get
I
the
would
rush.
much rather be watching something where I get really emotionally invested in someone and like. And
I'm the same. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge coward. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's not what I was saying exactly.
Well, no,
but,
it basically was, though, wasn't it?
More or
Like,
less, yeah.
I'm very jumpy. I inherited that from my dad.
I'm super jumpy too.
I jump at fucking.
Anything.
I was jumping at Fallout. I was playing some Fallout earlier.
And just some shooting.
Basically, I'd turn the corner and like, they got those monkeys with the symbols in them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like jumping at that shit. So I'm like jittery enough already.
Okay, so shall I start off?
Go on.
So, have you seen a film called Sinister?
No,
So, it stars Ethan Hawke, right?
that's almost my name.
Almost.
Yeah.
It's your alter ego's name.
I've never said this on air. I've said it to you a bunch of times. If I was to ever have a son, I'd call him Ethan and remind him he's not quite a Nathan.
Yeah, I know. You've said that many, many times. So, yeah, so Sinister.
Like and subscribe if you agree.
Yeah, do. Ethan. What do you think's better, Ethan or Nathan?
They're all going to say Ethan.
Yeah, they are. I think Ethan's better.
I think it's awesome.
So, anyway, right. Sinister. It's 2012, and basically the idea is that this guy's like a washed-up crime writer, and he finds he moves to a house where some murders happened, and he finds a box of Super 8 films.
Okay.
And basically he watches one of them, and it turns out it's like a murder video.
Yeah.
It's like a POV video murdering someone.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically starts off this chain of events, and then basically each film leads into the next one, and then it takes a jump into the supernatural.
It's kind of like, to jump in, The Ring, right? Where that videotape and they put the
around,
it goes around.
So
but this one, it continues.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. So I won't spoil the end, but why I like this film, I guess the story isn't that great because it basically has a bit of a like supernatural, there was a monster ending, but it's shot really stylistically. I think the cinematography is really good. So one like small spoiler, I guess, but so the guy wears glasses. Ethan Hawke's character, he wears glasses. And he's watching a film, and you're seeing the film, and it's like a Super 8 camera, and it's going through a house, and then it comes like into a bedroom, and there's like people asleep in the bed. But then it cuts to Ethan Hawke, but in the reflection of his glasses, you see one of their throats get slit.
Right.
But you're looking at him, he's watching the film, and you're seeing the reflection of the film back in his glasses.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend I understood that.
Basically, it's quite stylistic. It's quite cool. There's another scene where he's going around the house with a baseball bat because he thinks someone's in the house. And then he's been awake for days. So he like sits down on the sofa and he falls asleep. And there's like a big bay window. And in the same shot...
Oh, yeah, let's fall asleep in front of the big fucking bay window.
Because that's really tense.
Yeah.
But then like in the same shot, the sun comes up and he hasn't moved, and then he like wakes up and it's like,
did he die?
Yeah, well, just like it's not a cut. It's
okay.
like, but it speeds up the process where he's asleep. I don't know, just things like that. It's just a little more interesting the way it's shot, than a standard.
Some thought has gone into it.
Yeah, and it's not a standard like girl running through the forest being chased by a monster.
Sure.
It doesn't have great ratings. I wouldn't say it's amazing. If you like horror films, you've probably seen Sinister.
Maybe. I haven't seen it, but I don't like horror films.
Yeah, exactly. So. I liked it. I think from like a production side, I had to burp there.
That's all right. We all have to do that sometimes.
I think it's a slightly more interesting way of telling a horror story.
Yeah.
Than just these sort of like standard jump scares and stuff.
Okay, cool.
You got something you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I would say my spookiest horror film of all time would be The Descent, right? You've seen The Descent.
Right, man. How good's The Descent?
Oh, it's incredible. Again, it's a British film, I believe.
Yeah, super British.
God, that film scares the fucking shit out of me.
Right? Like, it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is. But I think as well, a big part of it isn't just the fact that,
Wait, tell me what it's about before.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's... Whoa, that's spooky. Whoa, something just flew off a shelf.
There's a ghost in the studio.
My ectoplasm. It's all right, it's still in the fridge, it's fine. So basically, it's about a bunch of spelunkers, right? That's what you call...
I would call them cavers.
Cave explorers.
Cave
explorers.
Spelunkers.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is that what you would call them?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because in the true spirit of Halloween, you don't know what anyone's talking about.
Actually, I wouldn't call them spelunkers, but spelunking is a thing, I believe.
What is spelunking then?
It's like low-level rock climbing and jumping off waterfalls and stuff like that.
I thought it was cave diving.
Swimming in rivers.
I thought it was cave diving. I thought it was like going into caves and getting your shit
It might
fucked
be.
up.
It might be.
Because that's a big part of the film, going in the cave and getting your shit fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's about a group of gals that go on a caving expedition.
So they abseil down into a huge hole at the beginning.
Yes, they do, yeah.
They abseil down into a huge cavern, and the idea is that they're going to find the caves that lead them back up to the
Yeah,
surface.
because that's kind of what caving is,
Yeah,
right?
You find ways out. You find... Yeah.
And for a lot of the caving community, and this is what it draws on, like a lot of caves are mapped, and they tell you how difficult it is and how tight it's going to be. And basically, they go on this caving trip together, and then they go down in this hole, in this cave, and then one of them, the one who organized it, basically turns around and says, this cave was never mapped. I thought it would be fun if we
just figure it,
Yeah, we just figure it out kind of thing. And that's scary in its fucking self, right?
That's what makes, before anything else happens, being like essentially trapped in a cave in the pitch black with like a limited supply of like glow sticks and torches, and not knowing that, because like you're saying, the ones that are mapped, you're like, you know there is a way out.
Yeah.
And they literally
someone's done it and they've
like
mapped it.
20 minutes into this film, you're like, you're already fucked.
Yeah.
And then
basically what happens is it goes on, and it turns out there are creatures down there, very violent creatures
who have like evolved in the darkness,
Yeah.
and who are blind but have super hearing.
Yeah,
but
and
also,
it's probably why this cave is unmapped, right?
Yeah,
you know,
because
like,
no one survived coming out of it. Yeah.
How fucking horrifying is that?
Yeah,
that you're down underground,
and they're like super fast and super strong, right? They're like
golems, basically.
Yeah,
they're like golems.
They're humanoid, but they are like super strong, super fast. But they're blind, but their hearing's insane. Yeah, and they just rip people to shreds, basically, right?
And that film is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
And I was gonna say, not just for the creatures, because again, I agree with you wholeheartedly. When a creature gets revealed, it takes away some of the mystique. It takes away some of the spookiness.
You know, just a sidebar, a film where I think that's a perfect example. One of the first horror movies I ever watched, Jeepers Creepers 2. Have you seen it?
Fuck off. Jeepers Creepers 2 is a masterpiece of cinema.
Right. But you know how, so like,
It's not.
It's like a bunch of school kids trapped on a bus.
Right?
And there's weird stuff's happening and there's weird noises. And it's quite creepy. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
And then there's basically this moment where the creature is just leant up against the bus door, like licking it or like smelling it or something. And like you literally see like a full shot of the creature that's clearly just a man in makeup looking slightly sort of damaged in the head, like you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look okay, and the minute that shot hits, it's not scary anymore because it just looks like a stupid thing. Like,
but I feel like Jeepers Creepers 2 is better than Jeepers Creepers 1.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
Scarecrows. But yeah, that's all really I had on The Descent. Check out the fucking Descent.
It's definitely
If you're looking for some spook this Halloween, watched it last Halloween with my buds.
Nate,
Really enjoyed it. We have to do a shot.
Oh shit! Sorry, pour them out. I'll just ask. So the other one I want to talk about is the Babadook.
Oh no!
Have you seen the Babadook?
That's a big shot.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh no!
You've poured it.
Well, that's it. You've sealed me to my fate.
Yeah.
Well, all the way up to the shot
you
glass.
sealed your own fate.
Fuck off!
Yeah, man. Fuck off. Have you seen the Babadook?
No. I know it's scary though.
Yeah, so the Babadook...
Probably why I haven't seen it.
Well, what we mentioned, the Babadook's probably my favourite horror movie. Mm-hmm. You know, earlier we mentioned how things are sort of scary until the monster gets revealed.
Yeah.
So in the Babadook, there's stuff like the main character, she sort of has hallucinations where she catches these real quick glimpses of things. One of the great ones, which I have a slight story time related to, is her phone rings in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And she answers it, and there's like static on the end, and then this weird voice sort of going Babadook, right? So we all watched this film together, and then for like months afterwards, we would just ring each other in the middle of the night,
cunts.
and just like we'd block our numbers, and then we'd ring each other, and if they answered, we'd do it, and if they didn't answer, we'd just leave them voicemails of like rubbing a piece of paper over the phone and just shouting Babadook down at us. But so the Babadook. It's a low budget Australian movie, I believe.
Right.
It's not like a Hollywood film, which is also sort of props to it. And there's this really cool dynamic in it of it's a woman and her kid, and there's this dynamic of like, is the kid mental or does the kid actually just understand what's going on?
Right.
Like, so the kid seems to have issues and kind of has these fits and stuff. And there's basically these sort of two lines I thought of, like, is he sort of epileptic, but he also knows about the Babadook, which is a monster? Or is the kid just mental and it's all in his head and it gets... But it has a bit of a weird ending. The ending is kind of a point of contention, I would say. I think... The first hour of that movie is a fantastic horror movie. It's super creepy. It's a movie, one of the things that I love about it particularly, it has exceptional use of silence.
Right.
Which I think is scarier than any music.
That's big right now, right? Silence is big. Quiet Place?
Yeah, exactly.
And apparently there's one that just came on Netflix about a deaf girl. And...
a deaf girl. Oh, no, I thought you were going to talk about Mute. Hush, sorry, about a mute girl who gets... But,
I mean, I shouldn't say it if I don't know the title, but there's a Netflix one.
So I remember, it's one of the first times I ever watched a film, and I remember noticing, like, she's coming down the stairs, and it's silent. It's deadly silent. There's no creepy music. There's no footsteps. And that is way more unnerving, I think, than any creepy music. Because then when sound does happen, it's even scarier. Yeah. But yeah, I would check the Babadook out, man. If you like,
it's always fun when films can play with those kind of elements, right? With sound and visuals and stuff like that.
The Babadook is like quite low budget, and it sort of shows towards the end. There's a little bit of dodgy CGI in it, but most of it takes place in like one house with like one character. But it's really good, man. Like if you like horror films, you like being on the edge of your seat, definitely check the Babadook out. It's one of the scariest films I've seen in a long, long time.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
nice.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
I would say one of the creepier, because again, I'm going for that creepy vibe. 2017. It.
So I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it for me.
All right, we'll not spoil it.
I'm a huge fan of the original.
The original miniseries. Yeah.
Yeah, TV movie that was like a 2-part. The Tim Curry one.
Tim Curry one. Yeah. It's a huge step up, man. Like, obviously, with the works they have in CGs these days. You know, there's a lot of that going on with the Pennywise and stuff. Obviously it doesn't change from the original story, but you've got the kids from Stranger Things in there, or the kid. Mike. No, that's his character name, Finn Wolfhard.
What a cool name, right?
Oh my god,
Finn Wolfhard.
Oh
that dude's gonna get laid so hard. Not only does he have a sick name,
weird to talk about because he's a child, but oh my god,
yeah, like when he's like 16, 17. Okay,
God. That's the true horror of Halloween.
We're English, mate. That's fine.
At 16, it is fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
but it's not.
So the remake
of
it was good, right? I only
it was great. It was
like...
super creepy. I think one of the biggest fears it plays on is being a kid and having no one listen to you. Right?
I was gonna say, so I saw the original, the Tim Curry one, when I was maybe 10, 11.
You should not have done that.
Yeah,
because I did the same.
For me, the thing that was terrifying is adults can't see him.
Yeah.
Right? Adults can't see Pennywise because he lives in the imagination of the children, right?
Yeah.
That's like a rough... Yeah,
but he can influence the world of the adults.
Yeah, but like, how terrifying was that as like a child to be like... It's stuff where,
because I watched it when I was like 13.
Yeah, where he's like Pennywise is there and the parents don't know why, or like there's blood in the sink and the parents can't see it and stuff like that. And I guess so.
It's isolation. Yeah, it's isolation from your biggest protectors, right?
The interpretation of that is like as a kid, no one listens to you and you're helpless.
Yeah, like, and I think as well, like your parents are kind of like your safeguards, right?
Yeah, for sure.
They are your protectors.
Yeah.
And if they can't see it, then Jesus Christ, you're on your own. And what are you supposed to do when you're a child?
Yeah, man, exactly. Because you're like essentially defenseless and stuff. But...
I mean, I don't feel like I have to go too much into it. Like everyone raved about it when it came out.
It was
and
super successful.
They were right to do so. Yeah. Obviously, the second one's going to come out, the second part where they're all adults.
Yeah.
I think Jessica Chastain has already been like cast as the female lead.
I think they cast quite a lot of the adults before they cast the children, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Like I saw a thing of the kids. Like someone asked them, like,
who they want to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think one of them said Bill Hader, and respect to that kid.
Oh, mate, how funny is Bill Hader?
Oh, he's amazing. And that's the true spirit of Halloween.
A long time ago, I did Have You Seen a film called The To-Do List?
And Bill Hader's in
Adventureland.
He's great in that, but that film fucking sucks balls.
He plays a similar character in The To-Do List. Bill Hader's great. How good is Bill Hader?
He's great.
How good is Bill Hader?
Yeah.
I don't have much more to say on Halloween. So I don't know. I was going to ask you.
I'm gonna bounce off a few then. So some big ones when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
The Grudge.
The Grudge. Yeah.
That was fucking creepy. Like that was kind of a cult one. When I think The Grudge and I'm gonna say another one, The Ring.
The Ring. Yeah.
When I was at school, like kind of both of those
quite iconic images of like the zombie girl with like hair over her eyes and stuff. We used to So the noise from The Grudge, which is like a.
That's it. Yeah.
Well,
I remember being at the age where people would like kind of do that to you.
Yeah, like someone would go to the toilet and we'd turn all the lights off and just put that noise on a YouTube video and all hide from her and stuff. Yeah. So
why did you say her? That
because it was a girl that we hid from, specifically hid from Amy.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because we hated her.
Okay, well, fair enough.
I'm joking, Amy. I love you.
All right. Okay.
They were both remakes of Japanese movies.
Japanese films, because Japan got it down.
Yeah, Japan's got horror down. I guess it's something we probably should have talked about, but we don't have time.
They're the masters of horror.
Yeah, they are.
You're the kings. You come over here, you can bomb us or whatever. I don't care. You're the kings.
All right, cool.
I'm just saying, if they come and bomb us and I survive, I will say they're the kings of horror.
So in the vein of The Descent, did you see Creep?
No.
Similar to Descent, but someone gets trapped on a London Underground late at night and gets hunted by a monster that lives there.
Okay.
Low budget British, really good horror movie.
No, never seen that.
Also, It Follows. You seen that?
No.
That's probably my favourite horror movie. I think I might do a Have You Seen on it, so I won't talk about it too much. What else you got?
Fuck this topic. If you're into zombies, and a lot of people are these days, but also it's dwindling out, 28 Days, I would say, is the scariest zombie film you can watch.
Because they're fast zombies, right?
They're fast zombies. It doesn't matter what type of zombies there are. I just think the tension that it builds in that film, and then the human element that it brings later on.
I was going to say 28 Days.
True horror, man.
28 Days does a great job of like the zombies are an issue, the humans are the real problem.
Yeah.
Like The Walking Dead does it, but 28 Days does it better.
No, that's Americanized kind of. I feel like The Walking Dead takes more from George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead kind of zombies.
Which I was going to mention them, but I was like, I don't really class them as horror movies.
The thing is, zombies have been so overdone. I don't. Other than like 28 Days, and even that spawned a sequel, 28 Weeks,
which was terrible.
No, I don't find it scary, but 28 Days
is scary.
It's a scary film,
for sure.
And
the kind of climax of 28 Days is really scary.
Yeah, they brought the fear back to zombies.
Yeah,
Hills Have Eyes. I find that one quite creepy. The first one.
Yeah. Hills Have Eyes. Wrong Turn is also up there. They're all kind of similar.
I said it earlier, but fucking. Deliverance. No, that's scary in its own kind of way.
Yeah. So I've got a question for you. What's your favorite horror character of fiction as such?
Okay, well, like monster.
Yeah, like what's your favorite monster? Who's your favorite killer? That kind of thing.
Can you go first?
Yeah, I'll go first and give you. I'll just drop that on you.
Yeah.
So mine's Freddy Krueger because. For me personally, the idea that like the way Freddy operates. So for anyone who doesn't know, Freddy Krueger can only hurt you in your dreams.
Yes.
And you fall asleep and he infests your dreams, turns them into nightmares and murders you in your sleep.
Yeah.
So a lot of the films are filled with kind of young adults trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
Because they know if they fall. And a lot of the films play on this like, are you asleep? Are you like you've been awake for 3 days and you actually can't tell if you've fallen asleep or not? And I think that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's amazing. Because we haven't actually talked about any of these classics.
Yeah, like other horror movies. So like Jason from Friday the 13th and Michael Myers from Halloween.
Yeah.
They are still physical beings that essentially you could run away from forever.
They're kind of like, they're like serial killers, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like super strong serial killers.
Weird. They're kind of weird.
Whereas Freddy Krueger, you have to sleep. So that's always the concept of that.
He's going to get you.
Yeah, he's going to. The concept of that for me is really cool. I think.
I think that is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, Leatherface from Texas
classic.
Chainsaw, like, and I'm talking original
like
Texas,
the 70s. Yeah.
Like that's kind of again one of I think basically what happened was my family owned a caravan when I was young, and all the adults fell asleep, so I switched it over to a channel. And I managed to watch a good 45 minutes of the original,
before anyone woke up.
Yeah. And
did it like scar you for the next 4 years.
Yeah. You know, I can't wear my own leather face when I go out killing now. So, but no, I found that whole kind of it adds to that rural kind of horror. You know, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and all you have to rely on, kind of like the Hills of Eyes when I mentioned it. Like you only have the
Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek
is also.
I never watched it because I heard it was too scary.
It's like Australian outback. But it's that isolation. It's like group of tourists traveling the outback. Their car breaks down and there's one guy there.
But I also saw that like isn't the second half isn't so great because basically once the serial killer comes out and is revealed that he's gonna serial kill them, who gives a fuck?
But
like
that's classic. Like it's way more tense when they're having these weird conversations that seem to have double meanings and stuff like that. But
also, can we add into the mix the Blair Witch Project? And I'm talking OG
Blair
before
Witch.
Like
the first ever shaky handycam found footage movie and because for so long I think
and all the actors moved to Australia, right?
Yeah. But they claimed because for so long they claimed that it was real, right?
I think we're like 3 minutes overdue for a shot.
Oh shit! I'll pour them. No, you pour them out.
All right, yeah.
So as far as I'm aware, the Blair Witch when it first came out, they claimed it was real, and people fucking lost their minds. They basically claimed it was a documentary.
Yeah,
and
I think that's amazing. That's incredible.
It wasn't until like a year later or something they came out and went, "Oh no, actually we're actors and we pretended."
No, it was further than that, I believe. Yeah, it was further than that. Basically, they went like the actors. They committed so much they disappeared for the role. Like people couldn't track them down. And this
the
is
guys
before...
who like died in the movie. Moved away so that people couldn't contact them. And stuff.
But the thing is, I think it's so successful because of its time, right? Before the information era. Before you could look up anyone. What was it like?
Late 90s.
Yeah. So before you could look up where the actors lived and who they were.
And before everyone had a smartphone and could take a picture when they saw someone and stuff. It was much easier to like disappear from the public eye as such.
And that's what they did and added to the marketing of the film. And
But like, that whole... It was a super cheap film to make, and they just marketed it in a super good way, and it blew, like it shook the world kind of thing for a while. It was terrifying.
I kind of regret I never saw it at that phase, like
when it was big.
I've actually never seen it.
Have you not?
No,
I only saw it very recently. I would say in the last 4 years. So
was it worth it?
You know, this is the thing. As a film student and someone who watching it 20 years after it came out, like it's super average, man.
Yeah,
but that. It's because that mind blowing.
Because you're now, right? Because you can look these people up, right?
Because I was actually kind of, I guess, liking it. I was listening to a podcast the other day about the War of the Worlds Awesome Wells radio show.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
So it was a radio show back in the 30s, I believe.
Yeah.
And
30s, 40s.
Their idea was they were doing War of the
Cover
Worlds.
those bases.
Yeah. They were doing War of the Worlds, and their idea was to pretend like it was all a news broadcast.
Yeah.
And like
do it in character
as if it was happening. Like the War of the Worlds is like aliens invade and take over the world. So they did a fake news broadcast, and like loads of America like lost their mind.
They believed it
because they did, and they had no other, because in the 30s the radio was God, right? Like that's how you followed things up. That's how you got information. And I guess Blair Witch was like the 90s version of that. Like there was no way to follow it up and find out.
No, but if it was big enough to be released on the big screen, I guess, then it was like, real. Whoa, Hollywood, like, shit, they've picked up on something, they're releasing it. Oh my God. All right.
You got anything else? Any other horror movies you want to
mention? I would just say, if you've never seen any of the films we've mentioned and you're a fan of ours, check those films out.
Yeah.
Like, and like we said, we're not big horror fans, but they creeped us out.
This is a bit of a stretch for us because neither of us watch horror movies, but anything we've mentioned, I would say, is worth a watch.
And I would say as well, a bunch of those films, it was not my choice to watch them. I was with friends, I was with a partner.
Yeah, likewise, man.
And
you never answered who's your favourite.
Oh, no, I said Leatherface. Leatherface.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've had a beer.
For characers wise.
I know for sure. Yeah.
Pennywise is cool. He's kind of shit.
Pennywise is very cool. Yeah. He's a bit mainstream now though.
Yes. Did you know he's one of the brothers in the new film? He's of the guy.
Yeah, he's a Skarsgård, isn't he?
He's a Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Those guys, those Vikings, gonna take over the world.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Anyway, so Nath.
Yeah.
It's time for our friends ask us.
Yeah.
I'm super excited this week.
I know you are. Me too.
Do you know why?
Yeah. Can I just say,
Yeah?
in the spirit of Halloween,
Fuck you.
one of the biggest horrors is the unknown.
Yeah.
And that's what this questionnaire is.
So, this week, guys, we have had our first questionnaire by someone that we do not know in the slightest.
Like, never met them.
So, everyone so far has been a friend of a friend, a relative, like...
Or you met those people in a bar, right? But you had to physically meet them.
Everyone so far, we've at least face-to-face met them. Our questions this week come from Jason.
Yep.
From Kansas.
Woo!
Right. Like, guys, we're so excited about this.
We are so excited.
We want more of you to do this, but finally, someone fucking got in contact with us. He tweeted at us and was like, I want to do a fucking questionnaire.
Don't bite.
Yeah. Jason. So, thank you very much, Jason, for being the first man to have the balls to do this.
I'm also... In the spirit of Halloween, I'm incredibly terrified.
Oh, mate, I'm so scared because we know nothing about this man.
We always we open these answers blind.
Yeah,
and
every week we open them blind, and this at least like our friends were like they won't stitch us up too much because they want the podcast to. This guy, he doesn't give a fuck how this podcast goes, right? Like, yeah.
This is it. This is the guy who shuts us down. Let's go.
Let's go. Right. If you were here drinking with us right now, what alcoholic drink? What alcoholic?
Hey, he did it.
Yeah.
After a few episodes of him, like, you know, getting used to my dyslexia, he fell for it, and that's the true spirit.
Really what alcohol would you be drinking? Is basically the point. Jason says I'd be drinking Jim Beam Red Stag with stevia sweetened black tea.
Stevia, that's a sweetener.
Yeah.
Man's obviously watching his calories.
That's why he said stevia sweetened.
That's very specific.
Black tea. So I guess we're gonna have a real cultural divide here because Jason's American.
Yeah,
I know they drink a lot of like iced tea out there and stuff.
Yeah.
So is he basically saying Red Stag with some kind of iced tea?
Maybe. That sounds delicious though, because I don't like tea.
Well, I don't like Red Stag because Red Stag's like cherry flavored Jim.
Oh, I've never had it.
You never had Jim Beam?
No.
So like people who like cherry, I've heard it's very popular.
I smoked a cherry cigarillo once. Does that count?
Oh, you're a big boy.
No, I smoked it on the roof of a vet's.
What the fuck? Oh, I know this story.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there. To be honest,
I threw up.
It's Jim Beam. We could definitely get on board.
Down the side of that vet's.
Should we try it? Jim Beam with iced tea.
In the episodes to come, let's try and find some of that.
Yeah,
basically.
right. Yeah.
Like not to shot, but just to drink. To drink.
What is your most hated? He hates beer. He has to already be drunk to even finish a beer.
That's a classy man right there.
Jason.
No, he's just bringing up the fact that we're not classy enough.
Yeah,
to,
because all we drink is beer.
It's beer.
Oh, why don't you fuck off with your ice?
No, stop this.
No, I'm going to get angry. I'm going to shout at Jason.
Stop this. Usually I'm the angry one, but you cannot be in this time. You're the public relations guy.
I'm the public relations guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna double check 100% his name is Jason.
Fuck.
I wrote that down when I was pissed.
Fuck me. Okay. I like iced tea. I actually don't, as an Englishman, I don't drink milky normal tea.
I don't drink a lot of tea either.
Drink tea.
I'm not an iced tea fan. When I've been in the States,
I do like iced tea.
When I've been in the States, I've drunk it because I kind of a like when in Rome thing. It's on their menus, sort of amongst like soft drinks and like coffees.
Kind of the same here.
We don't drink a lot of iced tea. Is much more prevalent in the States than it is
I
here.
drink a lot of iced tea.
All right, good for you, mate. Whether you know us well or not, or it's something you think we know nothing about, ask us to explain one process or
I didn't even dyslexia
this
shit up.
We
Come
will
on.
tell you the answer. So Jason,
we have to do a shot.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you. One day you'll die.
Jason wants us to explains.
Yeah, explains it for me.
Newtonian physics versus quantum physics.
Easy.
EZXP, mate.
Oh shit.
Right.
Well, since you did the XP, you do the.
So Newtonian physics.
Yeah.
You know newts, right?
No.
So what?
No, I do know them. That's a joke in the spirit of Halloween.
Fuck you, man.
Okay.
Right, you do Newtonian physics. I'll do quantum physics.
Sure.
Go.
Fuck. No. Can we switch? All right,
I'll do Newtonian physics. Isaac Newton, right?
Yeah.
Absolute boyo.
Yeah.
I heard he could drink like 6 whiskey shots and then just not even throw up.
He would die in that age. He would die.
Yeah.
I heard he could drink 6 whiskey shots and he'd die.
He'd die. Yeah.
Or maybe whiskey was
Physics.
Okay.
Physics is like gravity, right?
Maybe.
Is Newtonian physics versus... Right, I actually think I'm going to try and drunkenly piece this together.
Please do.
Newtonian physics is like...
I've watched a lot of Cosmos by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I think Newtonian physics is like what Newton thought and stuff.
Yeah.
So like gravity and how that works and stuff. And quantum physics is possibly what we are learning in the modern day that is possibly contradicting what we thought about how gravity worked. And
Possibly,
such.
yeah. You know, because shows like Quantum Leap.
How good is Quantum Leap?
Yeah?
You not seen it?
No.
You just know the name?
Yeah.
Dude, it's sick, mate. It's like Stargate, but better.
Well, I was going to say,
It's
though,
like Maniac, but better.
for the use of the word quantum, I just realised what you said there. I never said it was my favourite show. I just said it's really good. Okay? Like, surely, you know, because Quantum Leap is all about jumping into, like, bodies and shit, right? And other lives and timelines and shit.
Yeah, it's it's Time Splitters. You remember the game Time Splitters 2?
I do remember the Time Splitters
Quantum Leap is
yeah.
Time Splitters as a film.
But Time
as a
Split,
TV show,
but
sorry.
to time split in this day and age is not possible. So surely that's some kind of imaginary physics.
Right, who would win in a fight between quantum
you know
physics
what?
and Newtonian physics?
Is that really
No,
who you would?
I
Okay.
just made that up.
I was just going to say, if you're going to get any of your kids vaccinated against quantum, don't. Okay, I'm anti-vax.
Anti-vax.
When it comes to quantum, don't do that.
Just so everyone knows, Nate's being highly sarcastic. This is actually something I care. I get a little, my back gets up a bit about this.
Yeah.
Fucking vaccinate your kids, all right?
No, I'm the same. Vaccinate your fucking children.
The
right?
reason the reason no one gets polio is because of fucking vaccinations, all right?
Just because you're bored at home and you think, hey, I've done enough Facebook research to say my kid's not going to get diseases from some other mums that maybe made that up because they want attention.
Vaccinate your kids,
Just
man.
vaccinate them.
Vaccines don't give you the disease and they don't give your kids autism. That's total bullshit.
Yeah.
What's the Jim Jeffries bit on vaccinations? Like,
Just do it. Just vaccinate your fucking kids.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about quantum physics.
Okay. What's your favourite movie? We'll review it, even if we haven't seen it. His favourite movie is The Doom Generation, which I've just IMDb'd whilst you were ranting.
Thank you.
And you ever heard of it?
No.
No, me neither.
No, shut the fuck up. We're going to review it. We've never seen it.
The Doom Generation. All right.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you the...
I'll tell you the genre. Romantic.
According to IMDb?
No.
You're
It's
wrong.
not the spirit of things.
Okay, it's romantic. The Doom Generation. So, Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom. He's in his lair.
Who's Doctor Doom?
He's a Marvel villain.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah,
Doctor Doom.
yeah.
The Doom, what's it called? The Doom Generation.
We're not like 4 minutes overdue for a shot, are we?
Oh, fuck, I think we might be.
Even though the counter is here, I may have lost count.
Should we do one?
Let's just do one.
Okay.
Let's do one in Dr. Doom's memory, because
So-
I heard he got pancreatic cancer.
Whoa.
It's heavy. No, everything we say isn't jokes.
Doctor Doom.
To Dr.
indeed.
Doom.
To Doctor Doom. The Doom Generation. It's
Yeah.
about Doctor Doom. He's got pancreatic.
He's got pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer.
And
He just wants to get laid, man.
He's a virgin at this point.
He just wants to get laid.
And he thinks,
All I'm
what am
pitching
I
is
going to do?
I'm basically pitching the 30-year-old version with Doctor Doom.
40-year-old
With
virgin?
like I said, the 40-year-old virgin.
I don't think anyone should virgin shame anyone.
Why do you do this, man?
What?
You fucking take the piss out of everyone for everything, and then when I say one thing, you get on you and you. Oh, I don't think we should shame anyone for anything.
Why do you think I do that?
Because you just like to set me up.
Yeah.
Nate, for Doom Generation, go.
All right, so Dr. Doom, he's been doing his thing for like 40-odd years, but he never aired a son or daughter.
Never.
But basically, a recent trip to the doctors reveals that he has pancreatic cancer. And the doctor's normal as well. He's not on Bupa or anything. He goes to the NHS.
It's just like an NHS doctor. He's just like,
you've got it.
You're on a six-year waiting list.
And basically, it's a romantic comedy / horror, because it's Halloween. About
everything's a horror this week, people.
/ horror about him trying to impregnate a woman to birth him an heir. In a horrific...
Because the Doom Generation.
The Doom...
He wants a next generation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because the Fantastic Four are going to have kids.
Yeah.
And then these
no, they're just going to live forever because they don't have pancreatic cancer.
Oh, yeah. There needs to be a baby Doom.
There does, yeah.
Is he born all in metal, or is he like human and you have to put the metal on him?
Half and half.
Literally down the middle?
Down
half and half?
Yeah, down the middle.
Half of him is metal, half of him is... But he's not a cyborg. He's
and that's
human.
that's like in the third act of the film. That's a big challenge as well. Doom has to go to like a blacksmith and find someone that can do the
blacksmith.
The armaments of the half that is not metal.
Because blacksmiths are prevalent.
He has to. It's a romantic comedy horror, okay?
You fucking what?
And his wife's played by Brie Larson and Uma Thurman.
And they just swap out, and there's no explanation for why one is one.
Yeah. No, Uma Thurman plays the younger version of his wife. Yeah,
and
in the
Brie Larson's the older one.
Yeah. Who cast that? Who cast
probably
that?
Us.
Probably.
I'm just gonna. Right, so that's our version of the Doom generation. Do you want to hear?
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Right. Jordan White and Amy Blue, two troubled teens, pick up an adolescent drifter, Xavier Red. Together, the threesome embark on a sex.
Has he ever seen it?
Together, the threesome embark on a sex and violence-filled journey through an America of psychos and quirkmark. I want to see this film.
It sounds like Natural Born Killers, but that's all right.
But with teenagers, sounds good to me.
I'm pretty sure Woody Harrelson is a teenager in that.
We approve, Jason.
I think it is
question 4. 3, 4.
3.
Who are in a fight between blank and blank, between Mike and Nath, who argues for who? So I am arguing for Gambit from X-Men.
He's the guy that throws cards, right?
Yeah, with the metal legs. You are arguing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo.
This is completely reversed.
I was just like,
you're a huge Turtles fan.
I'm a huge Turtles fan, and Mikey is my favourite turtle.
Oh no.
But are you going to be sick?
Possibly.
Oh, sweet, do it.
No, I'm good.
I'm
good.
So you're Michelangelo, and I am Gambit. You know what? This is actually a tough one for me because.
So Michael reveals his weapons of the nunchucks.
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah, he has the nunchucks. Yeah, and just like basic. All right, let me set up.
Let me say one thing.
Okay.
So let me talk for a minute.
Okay.
You've picked my favorite X-Man and my favorite Ninja Turtle, and I'm very angry and excited by the fact that they have to fight because I can't pick a winner. So well done. I can. Well done, Jason.
All right, let's
continue.
Let's go. So Mikey and Gambit are meeting at the farmer's market to discuss different types of leeks that they possibly will buy in a stew that they've talked about in a group chat. Yeah? Is that how cool you think those characters are?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
And basically, being true to myself, Mikey would just whip the nunchucks out and just slap you around the face with them.
But I feel like Gambit would take one slap in the face and he'd turn back and he just throws 6 cards at you, which are charged.
And then the nunchucks would block them.
No.
The nunchucks would block them.
But they're charged with kinetic energy. That's Gambit's power, is he can charge any item with kinetic energy.
My nunchucks are rubber.
No, but the point is, with the cards, right? So it's not an when it hits you, it's not an explosion, but it's just energy.
It's a force. It's a force, yeah.
Which would knock the nunchucks in a different direction. And that's why the rest
of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are like... Basically, you didn't see them in the background because they're all holding newspapers up to their faces.
You see, yeah.
They're all holding up.
And they're all wearing suits, right?
Yeah. And then when Michael gets flicked back into them...
Michelangelo! His name's Mikey.
When Mikey Angelo gets flicked back into them, they catch him and he goes back into the ring.
You see, he's telling me the X-Jet doesn't then just land and all the X-Men pop out.
No, this is just 2 people having a fight.
No, well, your friends aren't allowed if mine
My friends are the ring.
I think...
You're wrong. We have to maybe do a shot again.
Fuck, we take it... What? What is going on now?
Look, the time is 1 hour and 11 minutes, and I'm not sure if I overestimated or underestimated the last shot, so just to be safe.
All right, last shot. We're going to do...
You're going to say we're going to wrap up the fucking...
We'll do this fight. Okay.
I hate this.
1-on-1, Gambit beats Mikey, man. And Gambit throws a few cards, right? Mikey uses his nunchucks to deflect them, but they knock his nunchucks out of place because they're full of kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Whilst Mikey's dealing with them, Gambit comes in because also Gambit's other power, it's not really a power, but he has metal legs. So he just does a fucking
He
round.
didn't in the 2000 and something film Wolverine.
You're talking about X-Men Origins, which doesn't exist as far as we're concerned.
Bryan Singer may have retconned it, but I remember.
Gambit comes in.
It was my friend's birthday.
Gambit comes in, roundhouse kick, knocks Mikey out.
And then he wakes up and sees him, and he wins.
All right, cool story, bro.
Nice.
Ask us 5 questions. They can be about anything. We'll answer them. Question 1: do you play any board games? If so, what are your current favourites? That's a good question, Jason. Because we do.
Yeah.
We actually do, and we've talked about maybe filming us playing some board games with our mates and stuff. That's cool that you're into that, man. Like we're super into that too. What I can.
Arkham Horror is my biggest board game.
Yeah, Arkham Horror is great. Arkham Horror is.
It's long though.
Yeah, it's like it's an evening. Like
it's like a 6-hour day evening. Yeah.
My polar opposite to that is I love Coup.
Oh, Coup. Yeah, I love Coup.
Because
Coup and Resistance.
Coup and
yeah.
Both of them.
Quick draw.
Yeah.
Short rounds. Card games, and it's about lying to each other.
I think we also we always play Coup as like a warm up.
Yes.
Like we play Coup
into the board games. Yeah.
We play Coup and then we'll play something else.
Yeah.
More long-winded.
And I feel like Coup is what was the other one I said? Resistance.
Yeah.
That's a great warm up to basically remind your friends when you're playing board games, like it's okay to lie to each other.
That's the best.
It's okay to fuck each other over.
Resistance especially.
Yeah.
Like, one of our friends is always part of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's always a traitor.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't play Resistance.
And it's statistically it's bad. I don't know how it's happened.
Breaks.
Yeah.
But, so anyone who doesn't play that card game, essentially you all get kind of dealt cards, and someone's a traitor and most of the people aren't.
It's like a 5-person minimum, and 2 are traitors and 3 are good. So you have to vote on who is who.
You basically have to vote on who is who. And one of our friends has literally been a traitor every single fucking time we played that
100%
100% traitor rate. And if you look at the statistics, that shouldn't happen, but it has.
Yeah. And it's crazy, but I love those games. Thing is, those games, talking from a drinking perspective, because I'm way hammered right now.
Are you way hammered right now?
I'm way hammered. Coup or Resistance are fantastic games to play when you're drunk, because you get so accusatory.
Yeah, and like,
you're like,
getting
fuck you.
Yeah.
You're the spy.
A traitor.
Yeah.
You're a traitor. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, what's the one with the farmers, the knights, where you lay down tiles?
Oh, Carcassonne.
Carcassonne. I really like Carcassonne.
Yeah. It's like kind of dominoes, but like with
I really like Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride's a great one.
And my personal favourite is Munchkin.
Munchkin's great. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very lighthearted.
To be totally honest, like I don't play board games a lot, but your friends do.
And I do. Me, I'm a nerd. Don't forget me.
No. But when we hang out, I will come and play video
board games.
I will come and play board games with your mates. And I always have a lot of fun, but I don't know a lot, but I know the ones I've played I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
I would say like Coup and Resistance are up there.
I've taken them to the pub. That's the thing. You can take them to a bar if you have a big enough group.
They're super quick fire. You just need a table to sit.
They take a big group of people, but like it's so fun. It is so fun to be like, nah, I don't believe you. It's great to lie to people. I feel like it's an outlet. It's great. You know?
I also for me personally, I forgot what I was gonna say. What's the
one I own? Arkham Horror. That's a big RPG.
Arkham Horror.
That's like a big 6-hour.
The Haunted House one.
House of the Haunted, I think it is.
I played that as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, my experience of board game, like proper. So we say a mainstream audience, I guess. I'm doing quotation marks here.
Yeah.
But a mainstream audience, when he says, "Do you play board games?" They're expecting us to say Monopoly, Cluedo, stuff like that.
Maybe.
But we're talking. There's a whole other world of board games, right? And that's what we're talking about. The ones, fuck. What was that one we played? Like Haunted House on the Hill or something.
Yeah, like House of the Haunting on the Hill or something like that.
That one's really good. But...
Where basically there's like 32 scenarios with 32 different killers, and you basically go around playing the game, and then one of you becomes the killer.
That's what I like about that one, is that you play as a team, and then someone becomes the bad guy, and then they're playing against you and stuff. But anyway. Yes, Jason. The point is, we do play video games.
A lot of board games.
we do play board games. My personal favourite is definitely Coup.
I'd say mine is resistance. I just love the outright lying to people. I love lying to people. I love it.
Okay, question 2. If you could time travel...
Question 2?
Of the 5.
Okay, all right.
If you could time travel or explore the cosmos, what would you choose and why?
Ooh. I feel like it's a little bit of a trick question, because to say time travel or explore the cosmos, I feel like that's only what we know, right? You know, if you're taught history, how far you would go back for something that interests you.
Yeah.
Let's say...
for me, honestly, it's real easy. I would time travel, man. I would fucking love it.
Yeah?
I think it's obvious that there's other living life in the cosmos. In the universe.
Yep.
There is definitely other life out there.
Yep.
I'm not that bothered about seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that I could go like back to the 20s and go and drink in a speakeasy in New York. That kind of that tickles me a little bit. I'd be quite into that. But what about you? What would you time travel or explore in space?
I would go to the planet Pluto, and then I would die immediately because that's what I want.
Pluto is a planet.
Moving on.
What's the longest you've ever gone without drinking?
27 days. I said it in the last podcast.
That's the longest you ever gone.
Yeah.
Mine is a straight month. So I would 30 to 31 days. A mutual friend of ours, we stopped drinking for a month just to prove that we could. So I would like to say, I went sober for 6 months, but it was 6 months when we were doing the podcast. So every 2 weeks
does
I got
not
shit.
count.
Yeah. Like, it's an argument I've had. Does it count, right? I want to know, people, what do you think? Does it count? Technically, right, so I stopped drinking. I would go to the pub with my friends and I would drink water or I would drink fruit juices and stuff like that. But I would then every 2 weeks come and get shit-faced with you and do this.
I feel like we went to the pub as well and you tricked me.
No,
if you're doing like
definitely
water
not.
or fruit juice. So...
What's the worst movie you've seen so bad it becomes comical? I'm going to have to go with a really unoriginal answer.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for this, but it's The Room.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, like only because I think I recently talked about.
I
watched Master of Disaster.
Yeah.
I watched the James Franco movie.
Yeah, the Disaster Artist.
Yeah, the Disaster Artist. Yeah, what did I say? Master.
You said Master of Disaster.
Master and Commander. Russell Crowe.
Master and Commander. It's Tommy Wiseau and Muscle Crowe.
He's so hench.
Too hench.
But The Room is the classic answer to that. Have you seen anything? You look like you haven't. Yeah, you got nothing. Should we just go to The Room then?
No. There are some out there. There's something the worst film I ever saw was Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
It's not
USA.
Oh, burn, Jason.
Burn, Jason.
Question 5. Would you rather every day watch your parents have sex or join in once to make it stop? Right, hang on, so he said credit to Your Mum's House podcast. Yeah. So we should Your Mum's House. Apparently you've inspired him to do this.
If you enjoy ultimatums where you have to watch your parental sibling have sex or maybe possibly not for some other reason, go to yourmumshousepodcast.com.
I don't know if maybe this is an American British thing, but this is a common question over here, right? I've heard this before.
I've heard it as a have you seen or have you done or would you rather? Would you rather?
Would you rather every day watch your parents fuck or join in one time and never have to watch it again? Is essentially what you're saying. What's your answer?
Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd never do it.
I'm joining.
Never
I'm
do it.
I'm a fucking join in kind of guy. You know what? Because I can join in and then I can spend the next 6 years suppressing that to the bottom of the fuck. You watch it. You have to watch it every day for the rest of your life. I don't, man. I just suppress that shit.
I think at some point I would suppress it as well, though, like visually.
No, but you still got to sit there, watch it.
I would sit there and he never said I could be on my...
No, you got to watch. You have to watch. Like Clockwork Orange style, eyes peeled.
My mum and dad broke up.
So did mine. Which is what makes it even weirder.
Whoa!
Honestly, I'm a join in, never have to think about it again. You're a watch.
I'm a watch. I could not do that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I could close my eyes and think of fucking home.
I can do it. I could not do that. I couldn't do it.
Anyway, credit to your mum's house podcast. Maybe we'll give you guys a shout out.
If you enjoy listening to ultimatums about your mum doing something with someone else on a podcast, go to that.com.
Is it shot time? Are we past shot time? Are we nowhere near shot time?
We're like 3 minutes over. I was hoping we wouldn't have to.
Okay, last shot, and then we'll do this question, and we'll fucking wrap it up, yeah?
I think there's only like one shot left in that bottle.
All right, we'll share it half and half.
All right. Yeah. Good sharing.
Good.
Ah.
Question 5. Name character of fiction. Now tell us what scenario you'd like to see them in. We'll tell you how it would go. For free. Rey from Star Wars on, I don't know how you say it, Maori, the old version of like Jerry Springer. You know, the like nice old gentleman who does Jerry Springer.
What?
Rey from Star Wars on Maury Povich, DNA...
Maury.
Like
Maury. It's Maury.
Murray.
Like he's... Do you know Jeremy Kyle?
Yeah.
Right?
You know when I literally just said he's like Jerry Springer and now you've just gone like Jeremy Kyle? Yeah.
I don't understand how these things are related, but yeah.
Anyway. So...
Oh, Murray? Yeah.
Rey from Star Wars on a Murray DNA paternity test with Luke Skywalker, Han Solo and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Fucking hell.
So we'll set the scene. So on the stage...
Is it wrong that I like set myself up and I was like, what's the DNology? What's the denology?
Oh, Nathan. So, Rey sat in the middle, right? And like we open on Rey and it's like...
You can't put Rey in the middle. She's the closest to Maury because he's the comfort zone.
Yeah, no, but she's in... Because she starts on stage and it's like, Rey.
Maury.
Who do you... I don't think that happens on Maury.
No, it does. I've
it?
watched Maury before.
Have you? Okay,
Yeah. I was unemployed at some point.
Hey, daytime TV.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, so Rey's there.
Yeah.
Rey's there. She's like, I don't know who my father is and I want to know who it is.
Yeah. I feel like you didn't do it with enough of an accent. I don't know who my father is, but right. I want to know who my father is.
I don't know who my father is, and I want to know who my father is. Yeah, no, that's
amazing. You're nailing that.
Yeah?
You're
I got that. Daisy Ridley, I got you down.
Yeah. And Murray's like, well, we've done a DNA test.
And here are the 3 candidates. So how does Luke Skywalker come out?
Escalator.
What, just like from nowhere?
Yeah, you're keeping that in. Fuck you. He comes out and he's like, oh, Luke, are you the father? And she's like, nah, I never had sexual relations with that man. That's a Bill Clinton reference. That's right. I was old enough.
I got you. Right.
I was old enough to know the Clinton administration.
Let's jump ahead.
They killed Princess Diana.
So, we've got...
Never cut any of this.
I won't. So we've got Rey on one side.
Bill Clinton on the other.
We've got Luke Skywalker. We've got Han Solo. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And Bill Clinton.
Quick question. Alec Guinness Obi-Wan or Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan?
Alec Guinness.
Obviously.
No, Ewan McGregor.
No, it's obviously Alec
Ewan
Guinness.
McGregor.
All right, Ewan McGregor. Even though that was like 50 years before Rey existed.
Who gives a shit? Do you know what Alex McGuinness thought of the fucking...
Alec?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you know what he thought of the originals? He hated them.
Yeah. He didn't want to be in
He didn't think there would be anything.
Also, I know the quote where Harrison Ford said, you can write this dialogue, but you sure as shit can't say it, George. Yeah, I know.
What quote is that?
That's a genuine quote from Harrison Ford. Is something like...
Yeah, on the films or not on the films?
On the films.
When did he say that?
In episode 4.
Right.
In A New Hope. Harrison,
okay.
It's kind of quoted as... It's
so
well known.
Subphrased.
That Harrison Ford said, you can write this shit, but you sure as hell can't say it.
Well, that was not... You said like fucking George...
Why don't you go blow George Lucas? Who's her father?
Is that the second question? Or like the sixth?
Dude, we're on the fucking last question. Oh my god.
I'm way hammered.
I know you are.
Well, I mean, Rian Johnson ruined all of that. So
yeah, but they've got J.J. Abrams back.
Yeah, it's like fix all of what.
Separate from this, who do you think is Rey's dad or parents?
Who? I don't care. Who knows? Like they ruined it.
But this is my defense. Is Kylo Ren just saying that to put her off? They could easily retcon that, right?
I guess.
She could easily be talking to, like, Yoda's ghost.
They can easily retcon any fiction.
Yeah.
They just write more non-fiction or fiction.
We are so off topic here, man.
All right, what's the thing?
A
Please.
Maury thing with Rey from Star Wars. Who's her dad? Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker, or...
Whatever, just move on.
That's the last question.
Oh, sorry. What is? I thought it was a situation thing. Oh, is that what we've been doing? I'm way drunk.
You're way drunk.
Go.
So... All right, let me put it to you simply. Rey's on stage. Is Obi-Wan, Han Solo, or Luke Skywalker her dad?
Oh, it's the Murray thing.
Yeah.
Murray, and that's my answer to that.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Who would win a lightsaber fight between old Obi-Wan, Han Solo, and Han Solo's out, obviously.
Yeah.
Skywalker or Obi-Wan? Old versions of both.
Like Alec Guinness, right?
Yeah, Obi-Wan.
I feel like
Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan is kick-ass, right?
Yeah. He's too kick-ass though. I feel like Alec McGuinness.
He has the higher ground, but then Darth Maul has the higher ground, and he cuts him in half. What?
I feel like Alec McGuinness didn't think the films would work, so he thought he could cut anyone in half, and he does.
Okay, cool, Nathan. I think we should wrap it up. You're way drunk.
Yep.
Thanks for listening, guys. We're the Small Town Drunks.
We are the Small Town Drunks.
If you want to get in contact, we'd love to hear from you. Also, so a big thank you to Jason for writing in, man. They were sick questions, right?
They were great questions.
They were really good questions.
From the state of Kansas?
Yeah. I think...
Carry on my wayward son.
Anyway.
We're going to listen to Kansas when this is done.
That's all we're going to do. If you want to get in contact, hit us up. We're on Twitter. We're at STDrunks. That's a good way to contact us.
You can also get us at Small Town Drunks on Facebook.
Yeah. There's a YouTube, which is Small Town Drunks. That's just our channel on
Or
YouTube.
if you really want to send us an email, it's smalltowndrunks@gmail.com.
Yeah. The Gmail is a good way to get in contact with us, I think. But that's probably the best way.
We check it at the most.
Whatever you listen to us on, if you're on like iTunes or Spotify or whatever, if you could give us
I get the less erotic dick pics on Gmail.
Yeah.
So
if you could give us a some kind of rating on iTunes or Spotify or whatever.
I would just want to say to Jason, this is the scariest Halloween I've had yet, because that was truly the unknown, and the unknown is always the scariest.
Nave, you're hammered. This is great.
I'm fucking way hammered.
Thanks, Jason, for writing to us, man. We really appreciate it. Your questions were great.
Why are you doing any more? I just did the outro. I'm way hammered.
Oh, well, good, man. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right.
We'll catch you soon.
All right. Love you. Bye.